Thanks, Bravi, and the members of the media. I think we started the game well. We looked like scoring at any given time. I think the game became too easy for us. We got the first goal, and after that we created another three. I think clear-cut chances. We did not take them again. Then we started, becoming sloppy at the back in terms of the build-up. And I was just telling them that, hey, we need to move the ball, a lot better and quicker. Because the more we put them under pressure, we're likely to score, And then that mistake, miscommunication between Brendan and Dove. We gave them a goal that they didn't deserve, actually. And if I check how many other chances, I think they had two other chances. I think second half, the one that hit the upright and the one that we did not defend well, where there was no blocking player. And their striker did not connect well with the ball. And that was it. And we had a number of chances to win this game. But having said that, as Kaizer Chiefs, we keep beating ourselves or we keep dropping points, letting ourselves down. For me, this is one game we could have also, gotten maximum points.
Thank you, Coach. Straight to members of the media. The roving mic will just roll without mic. Apologies. Technical error. Apologies. Please go for it, Mark.
Arthur, do you see this as a major blow in the race for second place, dropping the 2 points, or do you think the situation is still salvageable along the line?
Yeah, look, there's 5 more games to play. There's a lot to play for. Anything can happen. There's a lot of teams who are fighting to avoid relegation and teams that wants to be in the top 8. So there are no easy game, for everyone. Yeah, we could have grabbed maximum points on this one. And it's one of those. We just have to go back and prepare ourselves for the next one, which is going to be after the cup game. So yeah, we won't give up. This is football. Sometimes you find yourself in this situation, and we always put ourselves in this situation where we could have made the situation even much better for us. So yeah, it's all up to us. It's all up to us. We still have to play Super Sport, and as I said, this is a game of football. We can do better. We can still do better. So it's gonna be more like it will, test our character now, from now on going forward.
Thank you, Coach. Let's roll, Tema.
Coach, you're looking at the players, how your boys played. I mean, like you're rightfully saying, this is one match that was there for the taking, the 3 points. But mentally, are the players aware of the bigger picture that you as the coach and the whole club has to finish second and go for the African CAF Champions League rather? Are they aware of the bigger magnitude instead of them saying, we're just playing against the Gallants that we can brush off? Just take us through your talk with the players.
Yeah, as I said, Brati, that, when you look at games that we drop points, are the games that we scored early in the game, first half. And it becomes easy, because of the movements, the way we circulate the ball, we get to final third entry, with ease. And then from our players, they think now, if we can score a goal like this, it's going to be easy for us to score again and all that, Then, as the opposition, the game progresses and the opposition, they gain now confidence that, but if we can get an equalizer like this game, we could have ended up losing this game, like I said, hitting the upright, and that one we defended sloppy again, second half. But when you look at the chances we had first half, we look at the chances we had now second half, Yeah, so I think we have to wake up. We have to wake up, and that is why I don't usually like to hype the players when we are doing well, because sometimes they tend to relax. You think it becomes now easy instead of becoming a habit of winning. Should have gone to game number 6, winning games. That also was going to boost the confidence, but it could have been worse than this. We'll still take this point and look forward. And next game is a cup game, so we'll be fighting to go to the next round.
Last 3 questions.
Coach Lorenzo from Whiskey Times. The always mistake. Do you feel that was a costly error, or it was just one of those things? And does it give you now a certain headache because it looked like you were finding a good combination at centre back, but now there's 2 capable guys on your bench, Zita and Roadblock, who's waiting for opportunities again. And obviously, fingers making mistakes gives you that thoughts.
Yeah, look, it does, worries us as a technical team, because if you look at how we conceded goals, you look at the goal we conceded this week, you look at the goals we conceded. Actually, 70%, if not 75 to 80% of the goals we conceded this season were like this. 20% I would give it to the oppositions and say, they unlocked us, they were superior in certain areas of the field, they created opportunities and punished us. But when you look at this, we've been talking about this from the beginning of the season, that we're conceding, silly goals, we make mistakes that are very, very costly. We've considered a lot of goals unnecessary, So, as a coach, what do you do? Do you give up on your players? I can't give up. I'm going to have to keep on working on this, change their mindset, change their mentality, and make sure that we keep moving and we get it right.
Last one.
Coach, Sia from Kickoff. Coach, on a positive note for you, you have Ashley Dupree that is back to scoring regularly. He struggled at first. What has been the biggest change, do you think? Is it the way that he's training? Is it something that was said to him? What's been the change?
I think you would look at Ash, where he comes from. He's coming from a setup where he was playing more as a transition player, more than a player that can also come into the pockets, wait for the right moment, play combination play. He's improving on that. If you can see, he doesn't lose the ball cheaply like he used to, because he was more of a player that a direct player. But unfortunately, the game, you have to vary your game, in the modern game. What if, like for an example, oppositions, they plan for you, they know that Ash is more of a player that is explosive, waiting for that space. So if you look at the goals now of late and the chances that we create now of late, where Ash is involved, he comes from deep. He creates space for himself. He finds himself in 1v1 situation. Why? Because he's unpredictable now. He's no longer a player that has to wait. So if now they drop too early, he doesn't have that space. That means, in the past, I'm talking about in the past. So now he's varying in his game. And that is why, if you can check now, Ash is playing 90 minutes. If you can go back to last season, I think Ash played 27 games, if I'm not mistaken, and all those 27 games, he only played 190 minutes, if not 2. So the other 90 games, he was substituted. You understand? So that alone tells you, the role that we're playing in making him a better player and improving him, as an individual. And he has adapted very well. I'm proud of him that he's also, always now played on the score sheet.
Apologies, Coach. We said last one, but it seems there's the last one.
Coach, just last one on Brelin, because it seems like he knows what to do when he has to start building from the back, but it's just that the players that have to actually open up to actually give him the enough support. So how important is it that the players give him support so that it's not regularly pulled by fans as to he shouldn't play from the back, to actually allow the team to play?
Yeah, I think when we prepare to build up from the back, we know what we are doing, and we know why we're doing that. But as I said, we score a goal and then we stop moving completely. Now we rely on 2 players, to make those movements. Instead of now everyone should free himself to make sure that we come out of tight situation, because we don't want to pump the ball. You have players like Ash there, you have Keegan, you have Christian. You know, they're not good, you know, good players in terms of holding the ball. We don't want them to fight for the ball. We want our midfielders to feed them, because we have good midfielders who can be able to pinpoint, you know, when especially they are on the run, you know, and when they are direct. So you also have a player like Mduduzi there who can operate the pockets. There, we always say to him, go there, be half 10, so that you can see whoever that is free. And if you can look at most of the goals Mdu has been involved, you know, in the final pass, in terms of the assist that led to goal or goal scoring opportunities, you know. So it has been working, and also causes problems, because if you want to deal with Mdu, you still have to close the space behind you, and we have players that are very, very quick to get to the final third. So it causes that confusion for the opposition defenders, you know. So yeah, we're trying to get it right. And remember, when you are trying to do something, you know, you'll still be making mistakes here and there, because it's part of the game. Until we get it right, until the confidence of the players as well, you know, is sky high, and you will see it will be working, and it will be something that will be part of the team or be with the players for forever. You know, we'll be a difficult team to play against, because as soon as we do that right, you can see we are difficult to stop. You know, we create goal scoring opportunities, we detect attempts in the middle of the park, and I think Mangete and Yusuf, they did that very well today. You know, we just needed to do better. Yes, we know we can do better.